Don't come back on this property, don't come back on that property, or that is failure to obey an order and you can go to jail.
And if you're giving me a direct order that I can't be on this property, and I contact this individual right here, and he tells me I can be on this property, me and you're going to court.
I don't care, sir.
I know you don't care.
Is taking a picture of nature now a criminal offense? This man was legally parked in a church lot, peacefully photographing the scenery. But for these officers, a camera is cause for suspicion. They immediately demand his ID and threaten him with arrest, treating a hobby like a felony. But they made a huge mistake. They aren't dealing with a criminal. They're dealing with a citizen who knows the law better than they do. You're about to watch a satisfying takedown where legal facts completely dismantle a police power trip.
Well, did he tell you why we got a call on you?
He said he got a call on me.
Yeah. You guys are taking pictures or whatever?
Yeah. Is that illegal?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just a little suspicious. If you're taking pictures of the gas company.
You realize that a citizen taking pictures in public is a First Amendment protected activity, right?
Yeah. But you understand that we're in a time of terrorism, too.
Well,
Somebody taking pictures of railroad tracks and gas company, that ain't normal.
it's not?
No.
Well, maybe not your definition of normal. But I would hate to think that as a law enforcement officer that a citizen taking activity and doing a constitutionally protected activity that is legal would throw up a red flag in your eyes and be suspicious.
Do you have a right to be on this property?
Do
you get permission?
I'm not answering any more questions.
Do you have a license on you?
I do.
Can I see him?
Is that a request or an order?
Well, it's a request.
Am I being detained?
No.
Have I committed a crime?
But you do.
Am I being accused of
State of
committing a crime?
Kentucky, you have to produce your license to me.
Only if I'm suspected of committing a crime or in the process of committing a crime. And if I'm not,
name, sir?
if I'm not being detained, I'm not answering any more questions.
What's your name, sir?
I'm not answering any questions.
What makes you think that it is?
Because I would hate to think that I live in a country where you officers could just run my plates and get my information anytime you want. Now, given the fact that if I'm not detained, I don't have to provide ID, he did not detain me. He just took it upon himself to go back there to find out who I am. I do not have to provide that information to you unless I'm detained. And you didn't detain me until you walked to the back of my car after you ran my plate and after that officer ran my plate. I have it all on video.
That's fine. But
now, if you'd have come up and said you're detained for this crime, I'd have provided you everything you needed. But you didn't do that. Y'all just want to know what I'm doing. So you want my ID, which is not the way it works. If you say I'm trespassing on this property, you're wrong, because I can't be trespassing on a property that I've never been asked to be to. This is a church parking lot. Are you prepared to stay in court,
sir,
and tell the court that this preacher of this church would not want me here sitting in his parking lot?
Are you going to let me answer?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, the answer to that is we got a call that you were here, okay? Now, we're investigating that. For whatever reason you're here, not just because you're sitting on the church parking lot, okay? It wouldn't have mattered if you were sitting in front of Rite Aid parking lot or anything else. It doesn't matter, okay?
Well, if it doesn't matter where I'm sitting,
hold on, sir.
Why was I
want to get an understanding.
Why was I threatened with being charged of
listen
trespassing?
Why is
and
that?
I don't
I'm
trust
just talking to you.
Well, this is not a consensual conversation, and the only way it's going to continue to be a conversation is if I'm detained. And if you detain me,
well, until we figure out why, let me tell you this:
unless I'm being detained, I'm not answering any more questions, and I'd like to be free to go about my business.
Until we figure out why you're here, you are being detained, sir.
Okay, what crime am I being detained for?
Suspicious activity, trespassing for one. There's a railroad.
Now
here.
we're back to trespassing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's what it is, sir. I'm not just pulling stuff out of my butt here, you know.
So if I was to go park in, like your example, if I was to go park in Rite Aid parking lot and sit there and take some pictures, that makes me trespassing, just like I'm doing here. I'm in a church parking lot. okay, that is openly accessible to the public. There are no signs that say private property. There are no signs that say you
Sir,
can only
I'm not
be
being
here.
Argumentative with you and saying
No,
none of
you're-
that's not the case.
You're just wrong.
You're exactly right.
I mean, you
You're-
can charge me with trespassing all you want, but if you think you're going to be able to stand up in court in front of a jury of my peers and convince them that what I'm doing right now is trespassing, you're wasting your time, my time, and the court. Okay, what's your badge number, sir?
1123.
Thank you, and I'm going to need it from those gentlemen as well.
So, why can't we have a civil conversation here and explain what you're doing here?
We were having a civil conversation until your officer, who was off duty and told me
And
that
that's
I was
fine.
not
And
detained,
he's not here, so don't
started
worry about it.
asking me
So,
for my ID, what I was doing, why I was here.
Okay, I'm asking you to communicate with me.
Okay. I'll communicate as much as I feel necessary to communicate with you.
Okay.
If I'm being detained, though, I need to know right now if I'm being detained. Because
Sir,
if I'm being detained, I'm going to cooperate
This is a-
silently, and I'm going to plead the fifth and not answer any more questions. Now, if you want to have a consensual conversation and communicate, I'll do that if I'm not being detained at my discretion, not yours.
Come down to, okay, if you want to play this, okay.
I'm not playing anything. I'm following the law.
I understand, and
I
that's
wish
what I'm
we
telling
were
you.
all following the law.
And
here.
that's what I'm telling you, the law.
Okay.
Sir, let me tell you something. That Constitution means just as much to me as it does you, okay?
Apparently not.
I was in
you
the military. I've been in.
you
hold
swore
on.
an oath to protect it, and you're
That's
not
exactly
right.
right. Oh, yes, absolutely, 100%.
Well, me being in public-
absolutely 100%, sir. And I've been protecting
You're
this
wrong.
Constitution since I was 17 years old in the Marine Corps and everything else in law enforcement. Okay, so don't tell me just because I'm a law enforcement officer that we're tramping all over
I'm
everybody's
telling you because of
constitutional
your
rights.
actions right now.
Sir, my actions. We have a right to talk to whoever we want to.
I am taking part in a constitutionally protected activity, and you're detaining me.
Okay,
for
well,
it.
here's what it comes down to, sir.
Okay.
Here's what it comes down to. If you want to talk the law, okay, the thing is, the law is telling you, don't come back on this property, don't come back on that property, or that is failure to obey an order, and you can go to jail.
Okay, on what
okay.
property? You said this property?
This property, yes.
And you said that
Yes.
property. What other property are we speaking
This
of?
property, right
I've
here.
never
This-
been on that property in my life.
I'm not saying you have. I'm just
Okay.
telling you.
And if you're giving me a direct order that I can't be on this property, and I contact this individual right here, and he tells me I can be on this property, me and you're going to court.
I don't care, sir.
I know you
Take
don't
me to
care.
court.
Well,
Take me to
you
court
can't
because
just
the
go
thing is,
around
you're
telling
not-
people
you're not
what-
a church member. You're
How
not
do
a-
you know that? Are you assuming that?
Are you a church member here?
I don't have to answer that question. But
Gary, is he the preacher here? Can he come over here? We'll find out.
I got no problem with that. But I bet you do the talking to him, and when it's all said, let me talk to him and see how it turns out.
Do you know this individual?
No, I'm sorry, I do not.
How do you
Is
do,
he a
sir?
member of your church?
No, he's not.
Is he allowed to be on this property?
No, he's not.
Okay. Can you tell me why I'm not allowed to be on? I'll respect your wishes, but can you tell me your reason for me not being allowed to be on this property?
I would prefer not to do that.
Okay, that's fair enough. Have you ever told me before that I wasn't allowed on this property?
No, I have not.
Thank you for being honest. I appreciate that. Would you like to know why I'm on your property?
No, I would not.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough.
Thank you.
And you don't want me coming to your church or back to your property?
You're welcome to come to services only.
Oh.
If you are doing anything other than attending our service, I will ask you to leave again.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
Oh, are we done now?
Yes, sir.
I'm not being charged with
No, sir.
trespassing?
You can-
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Trooper Pryor.
Trooper Pryor. And Trooper Pryor, I'm going to ask you, you're the one that detained me. You never did give me cause for the detention, but am I now no longer detained?
Yeah, you're free to leave.
And I'm no longer charged with trespassing and the other things you said I was going to be charged with?
No, you will be if you come back because you've heard it from the owner, okay? He doesn't want you here.
A phone call doesn't turn a citizen into a suspect, and feeling uncomfortable doesn't cancel the First Amendment. These officers tried to criminalize photography, bringing demands and ego to a situation where they had zero lawful authority. But this man didn't fold. He met every unlawful command with a legal fact. It is the ultimate lesson. When a tyrant tries to replace the Constitution with a badge, you stand your ground and you shut them down.